Well, hey there, everybody. Matt Heller here. First of all, I hope that everybody is safe and you're staying at home and you're doing all the things that you need to do to keep yourself and your family out of harm's way. With that, I do want to talk to you today a little bit about something that is very business related, and it's about employee retention. Now, before the pandemic, there were some thoughts that were kind of swirling around my head. And, a lot of it came from conversations that I had with different managers and leaders around the industry. And again, it was about employee retention and how do we get our team members to stay. Once we've got them in the door and we see that they're going to be a valuable contributor, how do we get them to stay with us? And how do we get them to be loyal and want to perform at a high level? And I think even now, in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, there's even still concerns about that, right? Because some people are still on payroll. Some people have been furloughed. Some people, you want them to come back. So how do you continue to connect with them and engage with them so that they will want to come back? And then certainly once we are able to open our doors and open our gates again, we're going to be again concerned once our team members are with us, how do we get them to stay? Well, one of those thoughts that was running through my head was that I think we might be asking the wrong question. When we think about how to keep our team members engaged and how to retain them, so often we ask the question, what do they want? Right? And we're left, when people leave, we're left asking that question, well, what the heck do they want? Do they want a flexible schedule? Do they want more money? Do they want, different working environments? What is it that they want? And we end up going down that rabbit trail. And often we find that, team member A and team member B and team member C, they all want different things. So how do we navigate that? Well, I think we have to back up and ask a different question. I think the question we should be asking is, what do they need? And the reason we ask that is because every single human being on the planet needs the same thing. Now, I'm not talking about, safety and security and, a roof over the head. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is more on the emotional level. What do people need from an emotional standpoint? Well, everybody needs attention and everybody needs connection. Now, I talked about this a little bit on one of the videos that Josh and I did together, but just to recap the formula that I came up with, that attention plus connection equals retention. What do I mean by that? Well, again, every human being craves attention. And I'm not talking about showering people with gift cards. I'm talking about genuine, look people in the eye as much as you can on Zoom, but look people in the eye and let them know that you've acknowledged them as a human being. Talk to them as a person. Use their name. Show that they have value as a human being. That's the kind of attention that I'm talking about. And then when it comes to connection, a lot of this is finding some common ground with people, finding something out that you might have in common so that there's now a common bond and there's something that's pulling you two together. And guess what? As a manager, as a leader, you may not have a lot in common. And I hear that all the time. Well, I've got nothing in common with my team. Well, guess what? You can still ask questions about things that they're interested in and find common ground there, even if the common ground is your interest in their interests. For example, if somebody is really into, they're a musician and you know nothing about music, but you say, tell me about what happens at band practice. Tell me about what happens, when you go to play a gig. Great, get them talking about it. You've built a camaraderie, you've built some connection, you've built, this bond and this bridge between you that the more you do that, the harder it is for that bond to be broken. And that's why I say when you put attention, genuine human attention with connection, you're going to get people who are more loyal. You're going to get people who want to be a part of whatever it is that you're a part of. So you're going to get higher levels of retention. It was true pre-pandemic. It's true now as we're working remotely. It's absolutely going to be true once all of this is over. Attention plus connection equals retention. Thanks for watching.